Alright, what's going on, guys? How's it going? Finally getting over this cold that I've had for the past couple of days so I can actually talk without being completely plugged up with snot and gunk and whatever. I actually sound like, I can actually sound relatively normally. And then also, hopefully, the volume level is a bit better. I actually went into OBS settings, I can show you here, to the mixer, and basically just went to the mic setting and cranked her up to 500%. And I put the mic like right in front of me. I mean, it's like right here, as opposed to it's like over here in the corner generally. So it's about half as far for me, and it should be 5 times as much volume amplification. It's at plus 14 decibels right now. So hopefully you guys can hear me better. I've gotten some comments that have said, "Dude, we can't hear you," and it's like I've had everything as high as it can go, but apparently that was a lie because it can always be higher. So, anyways, today I want to talk about EmberCoin, and some people are freaking out because the price has gone down to 2 satoshis. But me personally, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm like, the price has gone down, and there's a bit of a downward trend, I suppose you could say, because up here it was at about 8 satoshis, and then it's just kind of gradually gone down until today it's at about 2. And really, I'm not that concerned because of the roadmap, and specifically the reducing stake rewards, the coin burnings, and masternodes. I think that between those three, my prediction is by the end of this map here, which I'm not sure exactly how long until we get masternodes, but I'm pretty confident that by the time we do, the coin will be at probably about 10 satoshis, which means that I will have made a pretty good freaking amount of money. Let's actually see. I believe I'm at about 104 million of the Ember currently. Yeah, we're at 104 million. So let me actually see what that would be, assuming, let's say, assuming by the end of the year. We're going to make a couple assumptions here, and some people don't like that. They're going to be like, why are you using these? Why are you making up all these numbers? Yada, yada, yada. That's because they're assumptions. We're going to see my estimations personally. Don't base anything you're doing off of this. This is just what I think my wallet could potentially be worth. So let's say by the end of the year, I'm selling some Ember, but still staking at a pretty good percentage. I'm at 104 million right now. Let's say that conservatively, and this is very conservatively, I triple that to 300 million. And keep in mind that currently you stake 20% per day. 20% per day. So to triple it by the end of the year is extremely conservative. So let's say I have 300 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and we're going to multiply that by my estimation, which is 10 satoshis, and I can never remember exactly how many zeros are in a satoshi, so we're just going to do this, paste it in, and then replace a 02 with a 10. That'll give us 30 Bitcoin. Then I'm going to guess that conservatively, by the end of the year, 1 Bitcoin is going to be worth 5 grand. That is, let's see here, what would that be? Is that 150,000? So I'm estimating, and I was conservative on both the amount of Ember that I would have as well as the Bitcoin price, assuming that both of those are lower than they probably will be. If it goes up to 10 satoshis, by the end of this year, I will have about $150,000 worth of EmberCoin. And seeing as I didn't start until near the end of August, I believe, that's like an average of had I been doing it the entire year, like $400,000 for a year, which is like top 1%er probably, right? Is 400K a year top 1%? It's probably pretty close, I would imagine. So that's pretty good, seeing as my initial investment was about 2 grand. So I'd say I'm doing all right. Plus, I'm gaining all the master nodes that I'm holding, including Arctic Coin, which has been paying out. I've been getting a couple Arctic here and there. It's not super good because Arctic is so cheap, but you have to realize that if the price goes up, then this little Cryptopia. Oh, this isn't a password or anything. That's the Ember address for my Cryptopia account. So if you guys wanted and felt so inclined to send Ember to this, go right ahead. But I do have, I believe in the description of all of my videos, I have an Ember donation address. Actually, I don't think I do. But I have other donation addresses if you feel so inclined. But here's another one, just in case you want one. So anyways, back to Arctic. You can see I'm getting relatively consistent payouts. We're getting about, usually, right around 5 Arctic coin every 4 days, it looks like. So that's about an Arctic coin, that's about 1.25 Arctic per day, which is not super outstanding, seeing as they're like, I don't know, what are they, 5 cents right now? Let me actually see what an Arctic coin is worth. They are worth, about 5.5 cents. So we're getting right in the neighborhood of 7 to 8 cents a day with Arctic coin. But let's say the price goes up to $1 with this, which I don't think it will, but let's say the price does, then that becomes a couple dollars per day for a master node, which your master node is just going to keep going and going and going. And then at that point, you've made a pretty good amount of money. So just passive income, guys. It is pretty awesome. And yeah. So today, I was actually thinking about how awesome it is to be able to just passively make money. Because if you guys don't know, I work at a can redemption center. So I don't know how it is where you guys are, but in New York State, and I believe it's like 10 other states, they have a deposit system where basically, let's say you go and buy some Coke from Walmart, you're going to pay 5 cents per container when you buy it, and you can take it to a place like mine where I'll count it for you and then pay you back 5 cents per container. And you wouldn't think that it would be that bad, but some people are freaking animals and they're gross, and you can get plates of food, and we've even had a dirty diaper in there once. And if you guys have redemption centers, please don't bring that stuff. First of all, I'll flat out refuse you, and sometimes not even in a polite way, I'll be like, no, get the hell out. We don't take your trash. So then they'll leave, and it's just not a good experience with those people. Usually, probably 80% of the customers we get actually care, and they'll take care of their containers and make sure that there's no food scraps and stuff in there. But especially stadium pickers, after the football games and stuff, people go out in the parking lots and pick up stuff, and there's some of them who literally take an entire trash bag and bring it to us in U-Haul trucks. They'll rent U-Haul trucks, fill them up with all the stadium stuff, and bring them to us. And it's like, no, we're not going to sort through the trash bag just because there's 3 cans of beer in there. I'm not going to give you 15 cents to dig through your garbage that you brought to me. So nope, we'll just kind of turn that down. And yeah, so and sometimes you come home and you're just not drenched, but you're just damp in beer, and you spilled some on yourself, and it's old and gross, and it tends to like grow this funk over time, and it can smell absolutely horrible. I bring home after tips and taxes get reduced about $10 an hour, whereas this with the masternodes that I have and mining and EmberCoin and Genesis mining and all that stuff, I can average like way more than that 24/7 as passive income without getting dirty, without sweating, without straining my back carrying heavy bags of stuff, of glass and bins and that are about 200 pounds. And it's just, not everybody realizes how awesome it is to just be able to have money. And I actually went with a friend to a 5-star steakhouse 2 days ago just just to celebrate EmberCoin and how much I've made. Between the two of us, we had a coupon for $50 off, so our bill between the two of us was only $78. So that's like what, 30 something a piece, which isn't bad for an amazing dinner. And you just feel like a king for about an hour because you walk in and the front doors are like a castle. So you go and you pull up and they swing way open like this, and the chairs that you sit in are like thrones, and oh, it's awesome. So I've started to rant kind of, so I'm gonna probably cut the video off here because I can't imagine that too many of you stuck around to this ranting nonsense that I'm spewing out now. But oh, guys, it's just phenomenal. So I hope that you get the opportunity to have passive income of hundreds of dollars a day or thousands of dollars a day because it's phenomenal. And yeah, just enjoy it while you can, and just, it's pretty sweet. So anywho, thank you for watching if you got to this point, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.